today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the LA Chargers.
Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll go on the ground. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now back to throw. Open man right side. That's McConkey. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll go with the ground. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here. Hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Able to slither by. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Pollard again. To the 43, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and 2.
Back to throw.
Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake.
Ward. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Looking to throw.
Ward.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
Ward. Open man is the rookie from Auburn.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on first down.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Ward.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's Ward from the gun on third down.
Got his man. That's Davis. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion left is Davis. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Bass on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. They'll try to run this one in. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Running right, it's Pollard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Moore drops this underneath for Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit. But they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ward now, throwing to start the drive. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Ward.
And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Ward. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. This is ours.
3rd down and 1. On a give to Pollard.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Ward.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Looking to throw. Ward. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Ward. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw.
Moore. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all...
Now, a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, break.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 66 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Now Pollard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Ward. And he will find his man, Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Ward. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's good. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Ward to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And running with power here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now Ward off the play fake.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun.
Ward hitting Samuel on the slant.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Pollard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Moore. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
2nd and 5.
Here's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Hand off to Spears.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple.
The tight end in motion right. Run for Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Moore.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Ward. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
3rd down and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the prize, it's my life.